Hi guys, welcome to CTR 101. Today I will be taking you through every shortcut in the game on both the CTR and CNK tracks. First off, Crash Cove. This track has one shortcut. After the first corner, there is a pool of water and a ridge to the left. Players need to build up speed driving through the pool and at the edge of the water jump to launch themselves up onto the ledge and over the other side. Mystery Caves. This track has one shortcut. Just to the left, right after the first set of turtle ramps, there is a passage in the rocks the player can use to cut the corner. Since this is rough terrain, you'll need to build up speed beforehand to get through effectively. Sewer Speedway. This track has one shortcut. Due to nitro-fueled slightly different jumping and very precise hitboxes in Sewer Speedway, this one can be very iffy. When you enter the first section of Halfpipe track, there is an opening in the right wall. In my experience, the best way to get this shortcut is by making sure you have a good amount of speed. Drive up to the bottom of the halfpipe below it, facing directly at it and jumping right at the top of the halfpipe. If you manage to make it up, quickly jump down to the right when you get on the catwalk. Ruse Tubes. This track has one shortcut. The final corner can be cut by building up speed and making a sharper left turn before the corner past these purple poles. Again, this is rough terrain, so you'll want to build up speed beforehand. Cocco Park. This track has one shortcut. When approaching the first corner, there is a small gap at the top of the hills which will cut the corner and take you right to the tunnel entrance. Again, this is rough terrain, so you'll want to build up speed beforehand. Tiger Temple. This track has one shortcut. Right after coming out of the first tunnel, there is a door on the left-hand side. In a regular race, you need to use either a bomb, potion, or missile to hit the door, causing it to open. In time trial mode, this shortcut is already open to use. Papu's Pyramid. This track has three shortcuts. The first comes after the first turn with the fly traps. There is a gap between these two barriers. Jump off the edge to drive over a small ledge to skip a corner. The second is directly below this. Before approaching the two drops, jump on the ledge to the left and drive over the bridge, avoiding the fly traps. The last one comes before the final sharp U-turn. Build up speed and at the top far right of this incline, jump towards the right and land on the other side. Polar Pass. This track has one shortcut. As you come out of the tunnel just after these two seals, if you jump at the top of the small ridge with enough speed, you can jump over the wall. Dragon Mines. This track has three shortcuts. The first one is simply driving through this pool of water instead of around it. The second comes at the first minecart hazard. Follow the minecart up this gap in the wall and jump off to the left at the top. This bit will slow you down though and leave you at risk of being flattened by a minecart. The last comes right at the end where you can cut the final corner over this rough terrain right before the finish line. Blizzard Bluff. This track has four shortcuts. The first one is directly to the right after the starting line. The second will require you to build up speed before the first ice section, and turn towards the left at the top of this ridge, and if you have enough speed you can clear the jump. The final two are these two fences. Due to the fiddly jumping controls, these can be hard to clear and are not really worth it in my opinion. You need to approach them very closely and jump almost directly in front of them to clear them. Cortex Castle. This track has one shortcut. After this downhill corner, before entering this inside area, build up speed and jump at the top far left of this incline to land on a ledge to the left, taking you directly to the large final jump. Inferno Island. This track has one shortcut. Right after the bridge at the start, if you go to the left, there is a small incline that if you jump while on it will take you onto this small ledge. Jungle Boogie. This track has two shortcuts. The first is at the beginning. There is a small ledge to the right which you can jump on to allow you to take this corner more tightly. The second is in this treetop area. You'll see a ledge to your left. Build up speed and at the top left of this incline, jump to land on the ledge. Clockwerkampa. This track has two shortcuts. Firstly, when you get to this section, don't turn left like the sign says, but instead hop on top of the gears and ride them to the top. The second is not far after this. Approach this ramp with enough speed and jump off to the left to land on this ledge. Android Alley. This track has one shortcut. On the section with more angular track, when approaching this building with a semicircle window, jump through this gap and smash through the window and onto the other side. Deep Sea Driving. This track has two shortcuts. First is at the beginning. Skip the first corner by instead going over the rough terrain straight ahead. The second comes at this section with the ramps. With the fourth ramp, jump off to the right and land on this ledge. Tiny Temple, this track has one shortcut. On the section over water, there is a small ledge to the left that you can jump onto. Meteor Gorge, this track has one shortcut. After this small exclamation crate ramp, you'll see a turbo pad. Drive forward over it instead of off to the right. There is a platform off the edge which you can hop onto and hop off to reach the other side, skipping a corner. Barren Ruins, this track has one shortcut. After the circular tunnel, you'll see a gap in the wall straight ahead. Jump right at the top of this incline to clear the wall and land right in the small opening. Out of Time, this track has 3 shortcuts. The first one is a small corner cut in this gap to the right of the ramps at the beginning. The second is round the corner after this. There is a small fence with a little ridge to the far right. Approach this small ridge with speed and jump when on it to clear the fence. The last one comes when coming out of the clock tower. When you use this ramp, instead of going forward, go to the left and land on this small opening here. Assembly Lane, this track has 2 shortcuts. The first one comes in the outside section. When you approach this wall, build up speed and jump at the top of this incline to get on top and over the wall. The second is right at the beginning of the indoor section. Simply jump onto the conveyor belt, but watch out for the flattening hazards. Finally, the Hyperspaceway. This track has 1 shortcut. After exiting the first portal, instead of going straight ahead, build up speed and jump down to the left on this ledge. Jump again onto the next ledge and up this incline, and with enough speed, jump on the top towards the left. As a bonus, Slide Coliseum does not have shortcuts as such, but just as a tip, most of the corners with these tyres with enough momentum can be jumped over, saving a few seconds of time. And that is all for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.